What's going on, guys and girls? This is ODC, that's me, and I'm here with another action figure review. This is my review of the Marvel Legends Infinite Series Spider-Man Rhino Build-A-Figure wave. This is Ghost Rider, and really was looking forward to this figure. I feel like he's been gaining momentum as an action figure for like the last month or so. I feel like not a lot of people were talking about this figure, to be honest with you. I was actually really looking forward to him because we haven't seen a Ghost Rider figure in about 4 years, and I thought he was due to have an update figure, and really happy to have a Johnny Blaze Ghost Rider. Really happy about it, and yeah, he's in his more, I guess you could consider this his Marvel Now, or I'm guessing that's what you can consider. Anyway, he comes in this nice window box display. There, he comes with the left leg of the Rhino Build-A-Figure, and just comes with himself. Unfortunately, not a lot of accessories with this figure. Yeah, not a big fan of that, but he is a running chain, so there's a picture of Ghost Rider on this side, and then you have a picture of Misty Knight on the other side. And yeah, this is part of the Heroes for Hire figure, variant figure. So, and just like it says Marvel up top. On the other one it says Spider-Man. So here's Ghost Rider, and there's a picture of Misty Knight. So just adjust that, sorry about that. So it looks pretty cool. Investigating evil and protecting the city, these heroes give evil no place to hide. I miss the old days, I really do, and I'm sure we all do. If we're all, you know, we're all Marvel Legends fans. Could you give us a little bit more of a read up, just something else, you know, something else to really set the bar a little bit higher? I mean, we are paying more and more for these figures on a yearly basis, so I don't know, maybe a little mini comic that they come with, more accessories, or some sort of read up on the back would be nice. Something just a little bit more would be appreciated. But I digress. The other figures in the wave are Scarlet Spider, which we just reviewed. We have Superior Venom. We have Misty Knight, White Tiger, Kraven the Hunter. We're doing Ghost Rider right now, and we have Chameleon. And there's the Rhino Build-A-Figure. So let's get them out of package, not waste any more time, and we'll be right back. Boo! Anyway, this figure looks really cool. I like it because it's more of your kind of like, it almost looks like a traditional Johnny Blaze figure. Like I said, he does have the articulated jaw, which is a really nice feature. I would have liked it if maybe he came with some extra chains. I know he's got this plastic chain going around him, and it is removable. You can remove it if you just pop the head off here, like so, and lift up the arm. You can remove the chain. I would be a little bit careful with removing this chain, just because it is plastic. It's not the thickest plastic of all time, so, but if you do want to remove it, it's just, you remove it like so. As far as paint goes, there is some actual black paint shading going on here, which is actually surprising. I wasn't expecting much out of that, but there is nice black paint shading going on here, so it gives a little bit extra hint of realism right there. Let me see if I can get this back on. I hate fuddling around with stuff while I'm on camera, because I feel like you guys don't want to see that. But his head is not on a ball hinge joint, it's just on a ball peg, so it doesn't really get the best range of motion looking up, especially with the sculpted flames. But there are flames sculpted into the neck, which is actually a really nice touch, and I do appreciate that. So that's really, really good, and you can actually see his sculpted in, I gotta stop moving around so fast, his sculpted in neck joint with the bones protruding out, and it is a clear plastic, so it's a translucent look and gives off that nice good flame effect. As far as the head, like I said, the head does look down pretty nicely. Doesn't look up the best, maybe a little bit past eye level. He does have the articulated jaw, which is really nice. I do like that. It's actually a nice translucent paint, and it's pretty consistent throughout. I have a little bit of a weird line going around his forehead, if you can see that. It's probably just mine. That should be a little bit cleaner in my opinion, but I plan on getting another one of these anyway, so. This is a really nice head sculpt. I really do like it. Like I said, aside from the little paint or little plastic defect there. But the eyes, I've actually seen a couple of people in the Marvel Legends community black out the eyes, and it looks really cool if you do that too. I've also seen them black out the nose and the eyes, so both. But I think it looks pretty cool. Either way you do it. He does have a nice outlining right here with some buttons. And I think this is a really good, this is one of the instances where it's a good reuse of the AIM Soldier / Star-Lord figure, because technically this bodysuit was based on Star-Lord before it was the AIM Soldier, so looks pretty good though. There are differences here, as you can see from the forearm down. The forearm is totally different. He's got a cuff over here for his glove. His glove is much different on here, as far as that goes. What else is different? The collars are obviously different, where the collars were exactly the same on the AIM Soldier, and I'll just bring him in too, so you can take a look at that. Collars are the same on these guys. The only thing really different between these two are the belts, and that's pretty much it. He's got a little bit of added bonus detail on the buckles, where he does as well. The AIM Soldier unfortunately does not. So there's the big differences there. And obviously the feet are the biggest difference here for that. So newly sculpted feet to give him that biker boot feel. He also has a different belt. So all three of them have different belts, which is nice. Plus, let me just set him back over there. And I do like this nice flared collar. It looks really good. I would have preferred maybe some better gripping hands instead of 2 trigger fingers, but I guess it'll have to do. Maybe they could have given us a separate set of hands. That would have been a nice accessory. Maybe 2 sets of extra hands. 2 fist hands and 2 nice gripping hands would have been better. Maybe use the iron fist hands. You could do that. But I think for the most part he looks pretty good. He stands a little bit taller than Star-Lord, and this is already a larger body. As you can see, here's Pizza Spidey, and he's shorter than all of them. So yeah, I mean, I still think that it looks really good. And like I said, he comes with the left leg of Rhino. A nice paint shading going throughout the leg too, but we'll get into that when I get to the Build-A-Figure. There's nice weight to it, his leg too. It's a really solid, thick plastic. I like that. It's good. But for the most part, are there some drawbacks? Yeah, he doesn't come with any accessories, but he does come with a nice articulated mouth. I'm going to pause this really quick, and I'm going to do one last comparison with some other Ghost Rider figures. Okay, and we're back with Ghost Rider Palooza. Ghost Rider Palooza. We have Johnny Blaze. I believe this is supposed to be Johnny Blaze, I'm pretty sure. And then we have another one, and then we have Danny Keach over here, Ghost Rider. Danny Keach was the second Ghost Rider, I believe. And yeah, looks really cool. Definitely a really good figure. If you haven't had a chance to pick this up, pick him up because he keeps going up in price. He's upwards of upper 30s, sometimes $40, $50 mint on card. And then we have this guy. This was the Hasbro Terrax Wave Ghost Rider. He also came in a red as well. And then we have my favorite Ghost Rider figure, which was the Johnny Blaze, I believe is Legendary Riders figure wave. So I actually really like this bike. I'm actually probably going to pop this guy on his bike. So let me pause that and see if I can get him on his bike. Alright, and I'm back, and we got him on his bike here, and I think it looks really good on the bike. Some people were saying that maybe he looks a little bit too big for the bike. I don't think so. I think he looks okay. I think it looks pretty cool. Yeah. I approve. So yeah, so there he is on his bike, and the peg holes on the bottom of his feet actually do peg right in. Sorry, I was way off camera when I did that. I apologize. The peg holes actually do peg in to the bottom of his feet on the bike, so he can fit right in there. No problems, no issues. I think he fits okay on the bike. Maybe his butt, I gotta bend these knees a little bit better. That's my doing though, but he does fit on the bike nicely. So there he is. Kind of leaning back. On there, chopper. Plap, 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 plap. Plap, plap, plap. I don't know what I'm doing there. But I think it looks really good. Here's the original figure. I wanted to bring that in. He actually did have the same feature as this figure as well. He actually, when you would open up the mouth, he'd get yellow eyes, so you could see him right there, kind of, sort of. Black eyes, yellow eyes. So pretty cool. Pretty cool. So I guess they did have the pretty much the same feature, just the eyes are a little bit, you know, obviously the eyes were popping out are different. And, this was actually my favorite Ghost Rider figure up until I'd say, I don't know, it's tough. I feel like he's a little bit too skinny, but I feel like he's just maybe a hair better, just by a hair though. Oh, there he goes. But for the most part, and this guy's also really loose in the limbs loose. But I would totally recommend this figure. He looks really good, and I think he looks good on the Toy Biz bike. So if you haven't had a chance to pick this Legendary Riders series up, well, they used to go for really cheap, and now they go for around 40, 50 bucks, which is craziness. Then pick yourself up the Toy Biz bike, and you can set this new figure right on top of there, and it looks great. So that's pretty much it for me. Like I said, I would totally recommend this figure. It looks good. I would have liked more accessories and maybe a little bit better QC on the head, but as far as a figure goes, I think he's a solid figure and a good one in the wave. One of the reasons why I wanted this wave. So that and the Build-A-Figure. But so yeah, that's pretty much it. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Thank you for watching as always, and I'll see you guys on the flip side.